So, listen. So, something that I've been seeing lately with a couple of my clients is this like recurring theme of people wasting time, energy, and wellness on trying to convince their loved ones of what God has told them. You see, sometimes God will give you a vision, a dream, reveal to you a plan or something that you're believing for. God reveals it to you. And you're excited, which you should be. You should be absolutely excited. You're eager for it. And so you go to share it with your loved ones, like, oh my goodness, guys, guess what God is gonna do? Like, guess what God revealed to me? Or I feel like God put this in my heart and I'm gonna pursue it. And you're met with doubts, you're met with fear or insecurity, you're met with all the why nots and all of the reasons this is a bad idea or this is impossible. Or you're met with all of the human expectations. Let me give you an example. You're believing for a career change and your entire family is like, but you went to school for this. You spent your whole life doing this. Why now? Like, you're having a midlife crisis. That's what we call it. Or you are distracted, or you're listening to all these other people and you listen to these famous people and it's not real. It happens for them because they have the connections, they have the money or whatever. And they excuse and explain it away and you start to believe it. And it makes you throw away the seed of hope and faith that God gave you. You cannot risk trying to convince the people that you love and the people that love you, because they do love you. These aren't haters that we're talking about. These are people that love you. You can't risk your time, your energy, and your focus on trying to get them on board. Just do it, Nike. Just do it, because it's costing you too much and it's this is what I mean when I say you're risking too much. The moment you open your ear to somebody, a loved one, and they plant a seed of doubt, or they're like, but you know you have this disability, or but you know that nobody in the family has ever done that. You know Aunt Terry tried to do this, so you know maybe this isn't a good idea. Or they do the condescending, baby, yes, I know. Until they start seeing you make those moves, and then they're like, whoa, you're about to invest how much? And don't do that. That's not wise. Like, wait, don't do that. Or how about you do something else? That is going to take you off focus of what God told you to do. And you're risking that seed being thrown away. When I say seed, that seed of hope, that seed of faith. Everything that God gives us is a seed, and it's up to us to water it, to nurture it as He allows it to grow and eventually produce fruit. And our job is to just do the work. If you are distracted by people telling you, what about this and what about that, you're going to start doing the wrong work. You're going to start using the energy, effort, time, and attention and focus that you need to be working on that dream. And you're going to be squandering it on trying to convince people that, oh, no, I really did hear from God. Or see, I got this sign and I got that sign and I got this confirmation, I got that confirmation. Or, maybe we just got to have faith, and you're trying to encourage them. All of that energy you're trying to put into encouraging them, you need to know when to dust your feet and keep going. I think about the time when Jesus went back to his hometown, and it says that he couldn't perform any miracles because of their lack of belief, because they kept knowing him as the carpenter's son, and they kept labeling him by what they knew him as, not who he was showing up as in that present time. And a lot of times we go back to the people who knew us as children, who grew up with us, family and lifelong friends, and we're telling them like, hey, this is what's going on, and they're like, Aren't you Shanae's child? Didn't everybody in your family think they could sing and try to pursue a singing career? Like, don't you should just realize that this just is not a thing for your family. Like, this is not you should give up. You cannot risk allowing those seeds to get planted in you. And some people will say, well, my faith is so strong that even if they doubt, I'm going to be okay. The thing with that is, girl, y'all, my nose is itching so bad. It's crazy. It still takes away from your ability to go all in, go 110% in, because you're giving that 10%. Well, you could be giving 110%. You're giving 100% because you're giving that 10% to try and convince these people. You cannot risk it. It's too valuable. So do not squander your time, squander your effort, and risk someone planting seeds of doubt in you, because eventually it does start to eat away at you. Do not set yourself up for those type of attacks, because the enemy is going to use it. He will use your loved ones to attack you, and they'll do it in the most loving way, because they'll be like, oh, I just want to make sure you're going to be all right. Or I don't want to see you go bankrupt. Or I don't want to see you fail. Or I don't want to see you get disappointed. I don't want to see you get hurt. You know, because they'll say that too. It is up to you to use wisdom and to trust God at his word and to focus on what God said and nothing else. Okay, now I'm about to run in the store. I hope that this encourages you, motivates you, reassures you. I hope it do what you needed to do. All right, loves. Bye.